Hi, I am Miss Remedes, and I will be teaching your child math and science this year. I'm really excited to have you guys. I wish we were having just a regular back to school night, but unfortunately that can't happen. So um, hopefully I can give you some of the information that you're looking for. So for math, they will occasionally have homework for me. Um, I will, if it's a difficult skill, we'll be sending home um, study guides and homework before the test. I prefer to not send home a lot of homework. I know that the kids, have busy lives and y'all are busy and math is kind of crazy now. So I do my best not to send home a lot of homework. However, if they don't finish something in class, they may bring that home so they can complete it just to make sure that they've mastered those skills because we do move really quickly. There's a lot of information that they're going to learn this year, and it's difficult. It's a lot of material. It really pushes them. We go into the 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication, 4-digit by 1-digit multiplication, 4-digit by 1-digit division. They'll be doing equivalent fractions, ordering fractions, adding, subtracting fractions. We'll be getting into the metric system pretty heavily. We've already done our multi-digit subtraction and addition. And we've studied the base 10 system, which is just the number system, so they can have a little bit better understanding of how all of that works. Digital Learn is a grade. This week is the first week I guess you're watching this on Tuesday. So last week was the first week that it was put in as a grade. And I only required that they do 3 lessons that week. It's typically going to be 4, but schedule's still really crazy. There's several kids in the class. It's really kind of having a hard time figuring out what we need to do there. So it will be 4 lessons. So it is something they can work on at home if they need to. And I'll show you how to get to ClassLink in case they are able to do that. It is really important that they, of course, come to school and they're there on time. We do generally do a lot of testing on Fridays. So if you're not going to be there, those are all prepared. We can have them test early so they don't get behind and miss, class. But it is pretty rigorous. We stay really busy. So if you have a question, please contact me on Dojo. I know there's still a few parents who have not connected on Dojo, and I will continue to send out invitations. So if you see an invitation, that's what it's for. And I will resend those. So if you see it, please accept it. But I did want to show you what our format is for the digital learning in case they get quarantined or sick or whatever the case is. They can do their assignments at home. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Maybe. Okay, I believe it's working. This is where they will come to. This has all of their digital apps that they may, and a lot of them they don't access, but it's a lot of things that are available. Of course, mine has a few more than theirs do, but Canvas, this is our main learning platform. It has all the assignments that the kids will have every day. And if you're not hooked up to JCampus, you can let me know and I can send you the information so you can access your kids' grades and see how they're doing. This is Zern. Zern is our daily math structured program that we're on. And there are many, many digital lessons. There's a digital lesson that children have to go through for everything that I teach. So they are getting the classroom instruction, and they're also getting the digital format to kind of help reinforce that. But yes, I do teach it in class, so it's not just the computer, but that is there just to reinforce their learning. But let me get on Canvas and show you what that's going to look like. So if you do, like I said, if you're sent virtual, now if you have a Cato device, if your children have checked that out, that's fine. They can check out their computer. Just let me know. This will pull up when they sign in. If they do not have a Cato device, you can go to catoschools.com and it will pull up a site for you. Maybe my computer will cooperate. Oh my goodness. I don't know this. Come on. Wow, I'm so sorry. What you're going to need to do is go to catoschools.com. It's obviously not letting me do this right now. Go to catoschools.com and go to the Students tab. And once you go to the Student tab, there is going to be a link there that's called Class Link. And that is what this all these apps are on. It's on Class Link, but it's really easy to get to. Just go to catoschools.com. Sorry, mine's trying to add the extension right now and it won't go to it, but that will give them access to ClassLink on any device at all. But if they do have a Cato device, one like they've maybe checked out from school, what they would do is, go to Canvas, and this is the Canvas app, and they can click on any of their subjects. I'm going to click on math for you. See, I've got science in there too, so it would be the same. And this across the top, they can click the day of the week and it'll send them to a link to show them what they're doing for the day. Or you can go to assignments. And if you go to assignments, it's going to pull up, and theirs looks a little bit different from mine, but not a lot. All the different things that we have here. So we've got a topic quiz. These are the math assignments for the week. This was last week's math assignments for some children that were home. But it'll give you a link to the lesson. It'll tell you everything that you need to do so that they don't get behind. Because I do typically give them, a little time once they come back, but then they are required to go ahead and test on that material. And, I'll kind of go through their notebooks to make sure that, they're understanding it. But this is where you would find your material. I have it set up right now on my home page that you can click right here and it'll send you directly to your a link that has all of those assignments for the week. And that way, hopefully it's laid out easily so you can find everything if you need to. And if your children are going to do Zern, like I said, it is a grade and they do get rewards on Friday if they have 3 to 4 lessons done. If they do more than 4, they get an even better treat. So they do try to get those done, which I really appreciate. They make it really easy for me. But you would just go on Zern. Now, mine is going to pull up the teacher link, but theirs, of course, is going to pull up the student. And it's a very student-based, friendly site. So this is where they would access that. And there are videos that have been embedded into Zern. So it is really important that they have headphones at school. I do have some headphones, but they're pretty terrible, unfortunately. They've been shared for many school years and they're not the best. but the children are welcome to borrow them and use them whenever they need them. But if it's at all possible for you to, make sure your child has some headphones, that would be really great. But hopefully I have answered your questions. If there's anything else at all I can do for you, please let me know. I did want to leave you with one last thing, and that is math facts. It is so very important this year that the kids know their math facts, like addition and subtraction, both, and multiplication, because the work is really difficult, and it's really difficult for the kids to learn and to put all that brain power and energy into the new math lesson. And then they're trying to, count on their fingers or draw, circles and dots. And that just takes up so much more of their brain energy to try to figure out, what 3 times 6 is, or what is, 9 minus 5. And that energy should be going in the 4th grade towards working the problem. And I see that a lot. And I just cannot stress enough how important it is that they, have mastered all of the math facts up into 10, anything up to 10 by the 4th grade. So if you're seeing that maybe your child is sort of struggling in that area, the best possible thing you can do to help with their math grades would be to make sure that they're fluent in their math facts. That is the number one way to determine, if they're going to be successful. And I see it over and over again. I just cannot even, say that enough. But that's sort of, how class works for math anyway. We come in, we do our bell ringers. Bell ringers are great every week, trying to push responsibility and keeping up with our things this year, because it's really hard because they've never traded classes before. So it's important that they keep up with that material. Then we'll go on to, getting into our spiral review to make sure that they're remembering all these things, rounding and subtracting and place value, all of that stuff. We're going into that. And then we'll go into our lesson, and then we'll go into Zern. And there is a quiz probably every, 4 to 6 days. The way that the Cato has this set up for us is that there is constantly a new quiz. So it's very important that they are there. As you can imagine, if there's a quiz every few days, if they miss a couple of days, they're terribly behind when they come back. And I hate to put that stress on them, but it's just the reality of the curriculum that we're teaching. So, if there's anything I can do for you, please reach out to me. You can get me on Dojo. I do try really hard to check it regularly. My phone was acting up and it wasn't giving me notifications, but I believe I have fixed that now. You can email me, you can call the school. I'm just more than happy to help however I can. So I hope your child has a great school year, and we are looking forward to seeing how much they learn this year and grow, and hopefully, give you a happy, wonderful child. So have a good evening, and we'll see you soon.